Good morning. Welcome to your Thursday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, and we have a card today that I think you're really going to enjoy. But a little backstory first. I decided today, got a hit as I was shuffling the cards, that I was to pull a card for myself first. So the card that came up for me was success. And the gist behind it, good morning, Lucy. Glad you are here. Welcome. I'm actually going to find that one too. Inner and outer success is coming your way. The gates of triumph are waiting to open deep and wide for you. Accept that you're already a winner, and even more victories will expand in your life. So that was the card that I pulled for me. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning to the others who popped on and maybe rolled past while I was reading that little bit. That's not the card for today. That was the card I pulled for me. But now the card for today, good morning, Linda. Welcome. Glad you are here, is a wonderful card that dovetails with that success card, but it also has a beautiful message on its own. So again, Soul Coaching by Denise Lynn, what your soul wants you to know. What your soul wants you to know. So let's do some nice deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you're here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And notice that as you do that, your body settles. It's already learned that ritual, that a couple of nice deep breaths settles us all right in. Yes, welcome to the Practical Rebels. Thank you, Cindy. Absolutely. So we're going to take this card today and apply it to our lives in creative, out-of-the-box kind of ways. All right? That's something I was actually writing a little note to myself because I want to have a phone conversation with somebody from earlier this week where I felt like he was playing not to lose. He wasn't playing to win. And I want us to have a conversation about, let's dream bigger. Let's go for what it is we truly want. So we'll see what happens. But sometimes my intuitive eye and ear pick up that someone's hedging their bets a bit. So, and I know I certainly do that and have done that. So to catch that is important. And today's card is a key to addressing that. Good morning, Peggy. Glad you are here. We're up to my favorite number 8. That is awesome. Here is our card. Faith. Faith. And if you're flying through the air reaching for a trapeze, you are operating in faith. Maybe much of our operating in faith doesn't have as dire a consequences as this, but sometimes we still pull up short because we're afraid. So good morning, Diane. Welcome, welcome. So I'm going to show you the card again. Faith. Faith. And the mantra for today really caught my attention because I've said it a bazillion times, but here it is again, and hopefully it sinks in on that deeper level again. My life is divinely guided. My life is divinely guided. So, let's see what the card has to tell us. Faith. Good morning, Mel. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. Card meaning, trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be. And this is hitting close to home for me today. I have to do something very difficult today, which I'm not ready to talk about, but this sentence, trust that you're exactly where you need to be, was very helpful. So, my life is divinely guided. Yes, yes, yes. Have faith in yourself and know that you're divinely guided, even when you have doubts. Believe. And about this thing, I don't have doubts. I don't have doubts. It's just going to be a very difficult thing. Believe. You've planted your seeds. Now allow the Creator to do the rest. Your soul wants you to know. Okay, and it feels like we need to take a few more breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Just breathing and allowing. Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Breathing and allowing what is to be what it is. Good morning, Cheryl. It's when we fight what is that we create our own suffering and probably suffering for others. So let's acknowledge. Your soul wants you to know Faith is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed it was possible. Everything was created because someone believed it was possible. That line right there was what stirred me to write my little note for the person I'm going to be talking to later about, let's not pull up short on this thing. Let's go all out. Let's dream the big dream. Let's dream the big dream, not settle for an attenuation of that dream, the good enough dream. No, let's go for the big stuff, all right? Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible, and patience is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle. Faith is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle. Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. So think about that. Change can happen in a heartbeat. You need something, and all of a sudden you cross paths with someone who has it and is willing to share it with you or give it to you. It happens. It does happen. Faith is the vehicle through which that engine begins to turn over, okay? Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. You've planted the seeds. Now give them time to grow. Please be patient and know that it will happen. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. Again, that idea that what we pay attention to grows. So be careful what you're paying attention to. If you're watching all the nasty news, if you're listening to all the horror stories, what are you putting your energy into? What's going to grow? So that doesn't mean don't pay any attention to that stuff, but limit your investment in it, okay? Note it, but then note, what do you want instead? So let's say I'm just going to pick, let's see, what would I pick? All the political strife. What do you want instead? I want a well-run government that serves its people, that is powerful and solid and whatever. Put your energy there. Put your energy there. That's what you want. How can you influence that? What energy do you have to influence that? And again, I'm going to go back to that idea. There was something that dawned on me with regard to this earlier this morning. Let's see if I can pull it. Not the specifics, but the gist was that in doing something, no, I know what it was. It was this very thing that I'm going to talk to this man about. Putting the right energy into that project not just impacts us. Yes, it impacts us, but it also impacts a whole ripple effect of people, including demonstrating that this thing can be done. Remember when I read the section out of The Last Arrow, where Erwin Raphael McManus was talking about those who actually go out and do what others have been whining and complaining can't be done are not very popular because they've blown up the myth, and now there's no more excuse for whining and complaining it can't be done because someone else did it. Someone else did it. And yes, you can go through that whole litany of, well, they had this resource and they had that connection and they had this and I don't have any of that. Cry me a river. What do you have? Use those tools. Move this forward. Doors will open. Things will unfold. Many, 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 many people with very limited resources have made shit happen. Okay? We have no excuse. We have no excuse. What is it we're here to make happen? Right? If you just planted some seeds in your garden today, you wouldn't go out tomorrow and yell at them because there wasn't any fruit yet. So don't dig up your seeds of faith. All is going according to divine planning. Remember this mantra. It's happening. And the affirmation, my life is divinely guided. So I want to go back to that last little section. When I was in director in qualification for becoming a Mary Kay director 10 plus years ago, I listened to this CD over and over and over and over again. It was by a national sales director in Mary Kay, and it was called What You Talk About. Her name was Joanne Barnes, and she talked in there about the hardest phase of this process. Thank you. Yes, you're right, Abigail. Namby-pamby is no excuse. Commit. Make a commitment. Here's a commitment. I'm going to catch it, or I'm not. I'll land in the net. But either way, I'm doing something. Fabulous. Good, good, good. Yes, Lucy, when we have a fear, find a way to address it. So her idea, Joanne Barnes's idea, was we've planted the seeds. That's an active part. That feels good to us. We can see ourselves putting the seeds in the dirt, patting the dirt over the top of them, watering, weeding. That stuff we can see. What we cannot see, good morning, Susan, is that middle phase where it looks like nothing's happening. And that's what she says, looks like nothing's happening. But it's happening below the surface. It's happening where you cannot see it. It's what, in The Secret, they called, let me think, how did she put that? Because I thought that was so good. It's happening below the surface. People, places, and things are aligning because you've put your intention out there. People, places, and things are aligning to make that happen in divine right timing and divine right order. Again, not my timing and order, not your timing and order, divine right timing and order. So, don't dig up your seeds of faith. All is going according to divine planning. Oh, thank you for the flowers in the sunshine. Very pretty, very pretty. So, what do you think? What do you think? Are you willing to be patient? Are you willing to exercise your faith muscle so it gets stronger and stronger? Make it a nice statement. I am stepping forward in faith. I am stepping forward in faith, even though I can't see the next step on the staircase, a la Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Yes, giant baby steps. Absolutely. There we go. I love that. Giant baby steps. There's no reason those have to be two different things, right? Maybe leaps and bounds are the baby steps, and vice versa. So, my life is divinely guided. Can you feel this one? Can you feel this one in your heart and soul? This is where your answers are going to lie with regard to whatever it is you've planted in your heart and soul. Not looking outside of yourself. Certainly once in a while it's nice to get a boost from someone else. I believe in you. I believe this can happen, etc., etc. But really we need to be relying within and on the divine, which is within, to manifest whatever this is. Manifest whatever. And we can have, think about it, we can have multiple things planted at once. Dream big here. Dream big. So the same way in your garden, you might put tomatoes and beans and corn and squash and the three sisters, but I added tomatoes because I like them. You have a variety of things planted. Same for this, a variety of things planted. So here's my little vision card that sits on my desk. There's 6 things planted there. 6 different things planted there. Many of them blend together, like deeply gratifying work and vitality. Those kind of go together. Deep, powerful connections to others. A fulfilling, gratifying, balanced life. They fit together, don't they? They fit together. And it's big, flowery language because I want to continue to live a big, flowery life. A big, flowery life. I am not willing to settle. I am not willing. Good. I'm glad you like the garden analogy. Make it work for you. You might want to make your screensaver on your phone a garden, just to remind you. You might want to make a note. Tend your garden. Plant those seeds. Tend the garden. Whatever's going to help you remember, this is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. And keep in mind, when we plant the garden, what else do we do? Sometimes we just sit there and watch. Sometimes we just sit there and gaze out over the dirt because nothing's come up yet and just imagine. And then when the plants start poking up, sometimes we just sit there and enjoy looking at them. And when it gets to be like now, moving into harvest, enjoying the beauty of that garden. All those plants, all those riotous vines, all the fruit that's ready to be picked. How awesome is that? So, today, step forward in faith. take some steps, do some things, make a phone call, Google some shit, whatever it's going to take, all right? Let's step forward in faith, moving ourselves into more of who we're here to be and what we're here to accomplish, all right? Have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.